Hey guys, I'm Songbird Ultralight, and today I'm going to talk to you about 3 of the items in my pack that could be considered luxury items.
So awesome.
So my friend on YouTube, Blue Boy Ultralight, tagged me as one of his 3 tags for this trend that's been going around where you talk about 3 luxury items that are in your kit. If you haven't checked out Blue Boy's channel yet, I'll put a link down below in the description. He's got a lot of good videos and a lot of reviews of some really choice gear, so it's definitely worth checking out. My backpacking kits tend to be very simple and very stripped down, so Blue Boy thought it would be interesting to see if there was anything in my kit that I would call a non-essential or luxury item. We'll start with the hardest one first. This is my little CCF, my closed cell foam sit pad. So I hiked a lot of Virginia with no sit pad. I got really tired of sitting on rocks and logs, and I decided that I'd never go out on trail again without a decent sit pad. Having something like this readily accessible that you can just pull out of an outside pocket and pop a squat and take a little break while you eat lunch or something is absolutely like the nicest thing ever. Having a little pad like this makes everything cleaner and more comfortable to sit down on, and it's really worth it. So if it makes sense, this one's kind of hard to call a luxury item because it's right on the line between luxury and necessity. Since I have a frameless backpack, it's not super durable. I can't really sit on my pack anymore, so in order to have some kind of comfort, this tends to be a little bit more necessary. The second thing is that anywhere that you have a imperfect lay for your sleeping pad, like some jagged rock, or maybe there's a nail popping out of the boards in a shelter that you're sleeping in. Wherever you're worried about your pad popping from a specific thing, you can put the sit pad down and put your inflatable pad on top of it to kind of shield your pad from that object. Sometimes you have a perfect spot and there's just one thing about it that makes you need to find a different place to put your sleeping pad down, and this can kind of open up a couple spots that otherwise you definitely wouldn't put your pad down on for fear that it would pop. So the sit pad is right on the line there, and I'd say if it's a luxury item, just barely. Alright, so the next 2 luxury items are so much easier to identify. It's kind of a relief. These are both battery banks. This one is a 10,000 milliamp hour battery pack, which I ended up using with me on the last 600 miles of the AT, and this I found perfect for my little iPhone SE. I got like 3 charges or so out of it. I could also charge my flashlight off of this, and this was perfect for 5-6 day sections between towns on the AT. Now this battery pack by comparison is an absolute unit. This is a 26,800 milliamp hour battery. This battery pack can keep your electronics topped off for a good while. So depending on what I'm doing, I'm going to tailor my battery pack to that activity. Usually if I'm hiking, I'm going to want the smallest battery pack possible that will get me through a normal section between towns. Now depending on what kind of hike or what kind of camping trip you're going on, if you're not a very heavy power user, if you're not taking a lot of videos, if you're not trying to be on the internet, if you're not constantly looking for signal, if you're not relying on your phone's GPS, then there's really not very much reason for a battery bank. Your phone is going to last for days on a full charge with airplane mode turned on. From Katahdin, hiking south through Baxter State Park, through the 100-mile wilderness all the way to Monson, I had my old iPhone 6 Plus on full charge from the hostel in Millinocket on airplane mode, and it lasted 12 days. When I got to Monson, I still had 23% battery. Airplane mode is super legit, so you don't really need a backup battery if you're not a heavy power user, or you're not going to be out for such a long time that it's inevitable that you're going to have to charge your phone. Now my third and last luxury item is what phone I take with me. This phone is the very small iPhone SE. At the time that I purchased it, it was listed as the lightest smartphone available. I'm not gonna lie, when I bought this phone, I was 800 miles into the trail, and I knew that I had a lot of miles ahead of me, and I thought, as long as I'm getting a new phone, why don't I get the lightest phone I can? A smartphone like this is so incredibly multi-purpose that it's almost silly to call it anything other than a necessity. If I wasn't taking videos on trail, if I wasn't trying to document what's going on out in the woods, then I would just have this with me. But from now on, when I hit the trail, I'm probably going to be hauling an iPhone 8 Plus. I like to make videos, I like to take good pictures. The iPhone 8 Plus is just way better as a content creation tool than the SE is. The entire vlog series of me finishing the last 600 miles of the AT and finishing in Hanover was captured on this phone. It wasn't super great quality, the sound was kind of awful because it was in a waterproof case. The processor had a hard time doing some editing things, and there wasn't a lot of storage on the phone. And I basically had to delete my entire library of photos and videos after every section, after I posted the latest vlog in town, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to take new videos. So in trade-off for the extra weight, I get a lot better lenses, I get a heck of a lot more storage space on the cell phone, I get a bigger screen to see what I'm doing, what I'm editing, I get a stronger processor for doing video editing and stuff like that. And I get a cell phone battery that is holding a huge amount of juice. So without a doubt, this larger cell phone that I'm recording this video on is absolutely 100% a luxury item. This phone does the job. I could definitely use a smaller, lighter phone that's not as capable, and I'd get by just fine. But because I like to do this kind of stuff, talk to you guys through these videos, it's one of the things that I carry that is definitely a luxury item. So now comes the very end of the video where I am supposed to tag 3 people to do this same challenge, post a video showing 3 of your luxury items that are in your kit. I don't really have another friend on YouTube to tag, but we are coming up on 300 subscribers, and I know that a couple of you guys are watching this video, so I'm tagging you. Well, I might be cheating a little bit, but I want to open it up to you guys. I think it would be fun. Put those 3 items out on the table and just show us with any cell phone camera or whatever you have available to you. Post it up online. Drop a link to that video that you made down in the comments, and we'll all check out what you got. It'll be fun to make a little video and interact with a community like this. So guys, that's all for this video. Thank you to Blue Boy Ultralight for tagging me in this video. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.